Hi there. My name is Khadija Tracy Higa. I'm a performance poet or spoken word artist. I'm also an actress and I am a history enthusiast. I'm going to be recording my second poem and I'm going to upload it soon. I am from Cape Town, South Africa. And this poem is about the indigenous peoples of South Africa, our connection to them, but more specifically the fact that they are invisible. Each of us have a little bit of Khoi or San in us. The Khoi and the San are the indigenous people of South Africa, Namibia, and parts of Botswana. I'm going to give you a few words from one of the languages that the indigenous people speak, which is Nama, bearing in mind that none of their languages are recognized in this country. We have 11 official languages, and none of those languages are recognized. The languages fall into a language group known as Khoekhoegowab or Khoekhoegowab. The first word I'm going to give you is Khoekhoegowab, which is the name for Cape Town, which means the place where clouds gather. And then the second name is the original name of Table Mountain, which is Khoekhoegowab. And this is the mountain that rose from the sea. That's what that means. And then words like kama, which means to pretend, not real, an illusion. Kiri, which means walking stick. Geitjie, which is the Nama word for a gecko. Quagga, which is an animal which is part of the zebra family, looks like the zebra. I don't quite know what differentiates it from a zebra. Dacha, which is the Nama word for cannabis. Aina, which is the Nama word for ouch or sore, to indicate being hurt or being hurt by someone or hurting yourself, I suppose. And the name of this poem is also in Nama, and it is Abate. Now, Abba is a word that we all used growing up. Many of the words I've mentioned actually we used growing up, and we didn't realize that it was part of the Nama language. So Abba means to carry on the back. Specifically, Te means me. So carry me, Abba Te. Now the words I've mentioned, I'm going to use in the poem, including Abba Te. So here is the poem in honor of the indigenous Khoi and San peoples of South Africa, Namibia, and parts of Botswana. Carry me through the streets of Khoekhoegowab, Abate into the Alibaba cave of forgotten treasures. Underneath the tar, the ground cautions with the blood mixed between us. Abate past seats of power fattened with gluttons, who sell righteous tales to full pockets and vandalize a constitution for personal gain. I still hunger. Corrugated iron arts the landscape with misery. Airports trudge people into Khoekhoegowab streets to hear more lies and lay bodies on beds in hotels owned by rich land thieves, whose children gentrify neighborhoods and call it upgrading. Old lies. Some of us forget and assimilate. You let them cut out your tongue and make an unmarked grave for it. The clock ticks and time does not heal. Abate, a revolution. Cry me a river. Even now when you say sorry, my roof still leaks. My people still sleep in the doorways of city streets, and new governments tilt on old foundations, manned by the cogs of old machines. In these foundations are the bones of dreams. Abate. Abate, a recollection of 3 Khoi Dutch wars, resistance never spoken in museum mouths, divide and rule, it simmers on stoves in kitchens, the us and them parodying itself into new formed histories, poisoned food, for the stomachs of babes. Abate. Abate. Fetch me back, Diana, like you did Sarah Bartman, from the country of my dispossession. Show me the unmarked grave of my tongue, there where buchu still grows in Khoekhoegowab. Your blood and my blood in Khoekhoegowab. Dacha, Karia, Chocha en Kiri, Cheiki en Kwacha in Khoekhoegowab. Brad Fanny, come my unity in diversity, wat nog in die bek van divide en roeset, en die ene denial diep in my onbestaan, wat pla en ras. Abate west, where the coast meets Khoekhoegowab. Abate Khoekhoegowab to the river Berg. Abate across 5-star VOC scars. From the lips of Ethiopia to the hips of Khoekhoegowab, that consonant passed from north to south to motherless vowels and syntax. Abate, as my unfluent tongue spells words it never learned into ears that never hear, because Khoekhoegowab still echoes on Hurikwaho's throne, and all along the southern African deep, the plants and animals still steep their roots and hooves in Khoekhoegowab's keep.